wonderful surprise from my Maisel family. Thank you so much for this honor, especially to David. A couple of weeks ago, I made my first trip to Israel to guest star in a new Israeli television series, to play opposite the divine Henry Winkler. It was also Henry's first trip to the Holy Land. We kept calling ourselves the Israeli Virgins. It was a magical and meaningful 10 days. Upon my return, I had a message from David that the New York Jewish Sephardic Film Festival wanted to honor me with a Lifetime Achievement Award. I couldn't believe all this good fortune packed into a few short weeks. When I told my husband Jamie, he said, "One trip to Israel and suddenly you're Queen of the Jews." Lifetime achievement is a little terrifying. It made me think maybe I should call my doctor to see if David knew something I didn't. But when I settled into the idea that I would be here tonight, I was extremely flattered and moved. A little story about my Sephardic roots. When I first came to New York to follow my dreams of becoming a professional actress, my older sister, Josie, was already an established and admired theater director. She'd been the artistic director of the Berkshire Theater Festival, the Cleveland Playhouse, and was at the time at the helm of Circle in the Square. So every time I went to an audition, when I finished my reading, my breath held in anticipation of a positive response, the director often would give me their resume and say, "Could you give this to your sister? I really want to work for her." Well, there was only one way out of this. I have to change my name. I went down to Actors Equity, the Union of Stage Actors, and I filled out the form for a name change. I was just going to drop my last name and use my first and middle name to become Caroline Sidney. But I was informed there was already Carol Sidney in the union, and there would have to be a determination about whether I could carry that name. Well, how long will that take? 6 weeks, they told me. No, this is an emergency. I need a new name, and I need it today. Betty Davis had died that week, so I thought, that name should be free. Good, right? Betty Davis. I liked it, but in the end, I knew if my father's name was not a part of my name, it would be very hurtful to my mother. So I took my father's first name, Aaron, and I made it my last name. I was born Caroline Sidney Abadi. My father was a Lebanese Jew. I went to my then agent to tell him of my new identity. "I'm now Caroline Aaron." His response was, "I can't believe that you did that. Now everyone in the business is going to know you're Jewish." I had no idea that would be a liability. Thank goodness he was wrong. I've been fortunate in getting to play all kinds of people, Jewish and otherwise, in my career. But at the beginning, I wanted to be considered for all parts, any member of the human race, to be within my reach. Being branded would limit my opportunities. But as I have gotten older, my Jewish identity has become more and more important to me, because I have realized that being a Jew and being an artist have the same goals in mind, tikkun olam, to heal the world. Art is our one true global language. It knows no nation, it favors no race, and it acknowledges no class. It speaks to our need to reveal, to heal, and transform. It transcends our ordinary lives and lets us imagine what world is possible, especially now when the world is so full of madness. For all of the filmmakers who are a part of this festival, my gratitude that you kept on making things in the midst of a worldwide pandemic. And to both David Serrero, an incredible talent, and David Dangor, whose activism strives to bring us together, and to Oded, the Iraqi artist who designed this award. My father died when I was very young, so I didn't get much time with him or get to hear firsthand about my Sephardic roots. So being honored by the Sephardic Film Festival brings me close to something I lost so long ago, and to you, I am so grateful. Thank you.
Sarah Jumi, Mr. Joseph Lieberman, Mr. Oded Arafi.
Yeah.